Good morning, everyone. Whatever arises in the moment, pay attention to it and find the gap between, I'm speaking to myself, of the knee-jerk reaction and a response. And today we're going to explore that space between these very raw moments that we're all experiencing in a world that seems to have really gone crazy, and find a place right there in the heart center. So we're going to work very strongly on the heart center, working up from the third chakra, which is our stability. And right in the midst of any hardship, there is beauty, which is why I put the dragonfly wing in. And the incredible beauty of seeing God in all and all in God, and God in us, and regulating our bodies enough that we can find that place of beauty wherever we are. So welcome. So let's get started. Finding a comfortable place. Sitting with our back straight, holding that Sushumna energy coming, rooting down through our first chakra into the earth, the Muladhara, and imagining the roots as they splay out deep into the earth. And these roots are not just us, they're roots that have gone back millennia. Just feeling now into the sitting bone, into the rooting system. And holding that lower chakra quite firm, which allows our back to straighten, lengthening our back, feeling a straight rod going down into the earth. Gently pulling our shoulders up and back, chin gently tucked, holding ourselves with grace and dignity that we are hugely valuable. Whatever is happening to us, never let us forget that we are as valuable as that dragonfly wing, filled with colour and beauty. Softening our faces, allowing yourself to flow down into the strength of the spine. And now bringing attention to the breath. Softening the eyes, closing them gently. Allowing the earth to cradle us, to hold us through the bumps, the challenges of life. That we too then may be strong and stable enough to hold others. Not because out of deficit, but out of fullness. Bringing a big deep breath right down into the belly. Filling the lungs, going down, 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 holding the breath, the posture, the soft face, and then releasing the breath out to the universe. Rubbing our hands together, generating warmth. We're going to work quite a lot with our hands and the healing in our hands as the energy flows through our bodies today. Rubbing them together. Bringing them nestled right into the heart center. So imagining that tree and the heart right in the center of that tree, and a nest, and the most vulnerable parts of us being kept safe in that nest. Right there in the heart that has capacity for all things. Now taking a breath in and out. In and out. And in to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Breathing in, holding the breath and connecting with that Om, the infinite sound. We've come from it, we return to it, and the rest is drama upon earth with glimpses of love and light, holding meaning and release. We'll start with a Sufi grind, moving the lower body, the pelvic floor, being big circles, awakening that Kundalini energy at the base of the spine, like a tree awakening from the slumber of a night, unfolding. And as you feel that pelvis moving in nice big circles, stay with it. In Kundalini Yoga, we often do an exercise for quite a long time to feel the sensation so we can settle into it. Sometimes imagine being like a cow, scratching myself on a wire fence behind, or a sheep. And slowly as your lower spine loosens, bring in that higher up on the spine, allowing the stability of the base chakra to hold us as the upper torso can flop and flow with our hands on our knees, holding a very firm triangular position. Using your breath to power you, softening the shoulders, trusting the base chakras to hold us. Breathing up one side and down the other. Notice where anything is tense and allow yourself to move into a place of trusting yourself to be held. And changing directions. Go with your own body's flow. Your palm trees in a cyclone. Go with the wind. Flow with it without resistance. Coming back slowly to the center. Soften down, dropping down into the stability and slowly rolling the shoulders backwards, up and back, feeling the tension, honouring the tension that your shoulders are holding, using your breath up and then out on as it goes down. Pay attention to what's happening in your body. Listen to the crying children and the dancing children right here in the shoulders. Changing, moving the opposite direction. And lifting the shoulders up. holding a breath and tensing, sensing the difference between tension and release. Hold it, and with the breath in, tighten everything. Feel the tension in the shoulders. Feel whatever's happening. Tighten, tighten, scrunch the face, and then blow out with a big breath as you release. And again, breathing in, tensing, tightening, noticing the polarity between tension and release. Our body knows this. Tense, tense, hold it, and release down. One last time, lifting up, tensing, and release. Notice what's happening in your body, in your nervous system, as it feels the difference between the tension, the release, the hot, the cold, the hardship and the relaxation. Slowly moving your head in big circles, with the chin dropping down to the chest, to the thymus, and feel every muscle, every tendon, every part of your neck structure as it moves gently, loosening and sensing into it. And feel those vertebrae in the neck. Keeping the shoulders dropped, changing direction. Coming back to the center and take stock. Notice what's happening in your body, your nervous system, your breath, your structure, without fighting our bodies, however they are presenting. We welcome. Now putting one hand over to the opposite knee and the other hand behind, just stretching the spine, looking behind. A few long deep breaths. Feel the tension of the position and then see if you can relax into it. And changing direction. Coming back to the front, hands on our shoulders, do a bit of washing machine. Breathing into the left and out to the right, moving the spine, softening, releasing. Keeping the head steady, so it's moving the shoulders and the upper body. I can feel some of my old injuries. Just really soften into whatever your body is needing. And coming to the center. And loosening down. Again, notice the difference between the tense and then the release. Now we're going to stretch our legs out, just give them a bit of a rub, a bit of a pummeling, just to loosen the muscles in the hips, shaking them out. We're going to lift one foot up to the inside thigh, and with the other foot straight, just turn the computer down a bit. There we are. We're going to hold onto the straight leg, so we're doing a life nerve stretch, but we're also, interestingly, holding our foot onto our thigh, closing off the openings in our bum. We're moving down with both hands down to the one foot. If you can't reach down, try to keep your back straight so don't slump. So just hold wherever you can with your foot flexed up. And if you can hold onto your big toe, do, because that will affect the pituitary gland. Feeling that stretch along the leg, turning gently towards that leg, and stay with what's happening in your nervous system. Drop your shoulders, straighten your back, closing your eyes, dropping them slightly down to looking at the tip of your nose. Feeling the flexed foot, the toe, unnumbing ourselves from our habitualness of numbing out. Stay with what's happening in your knee, your back, your bottom, your leg, and gently pull forward with some nice long deep breaths, not overstretching. As we pull our eyes towards the tip of the nose with our chin tucked, we are also regulating the nervous system, the brain, bringing the lefts and the rights together. Now just staying still now, stretching the back, dropping the shoulders, tucking the chin, feeling the stretch down the sciatic nerve. Long deep breath. And release and change sides. Keeping the back as straight as you can, feeling the stretch. If you can, holding the big toe, dropping the shoulders and the chin, softening the face, eyes looking to the tip of the nose, giving ourselves the best chance to move from polarity to wholeness. Long breaths. When you're comfortable, you can move up and down, feeling that stretch a bit more. Now stretching up, holding the posture, feeling and sensing what's happening in your body. And release the position. Shaking your legs out. We're going to go to lying down on our backs. And feeling all the way down your spine. Letting your shoulders drop. Your hands, feeling them touching down to the ground. Lifting your knees up to perpendicular. You're going to now push down through the centre of the back, the lower back, pushing into the earth, feeling this is where we're working right on the third centre. And we're going to keep our knees in this position, but just drop our toes down as if they're touching, putting your toe in the water. Alternate dropping down and up. The exercise is very much to work on the muscles in the lower tummy and the pushing the lower back to the ground. See if you can breathe long and deep through it. And when your back bows in any way, push it back down, even putting your hand on your tummy to remind us of the strength that we hold in the third chakra, in the navel point, our stability. Tilting the bottom up and the spine down. Now, hugging your knees into your chest. We're going to continue with working on the third chakra with our hands. And if you put your hands under your bum, this is quite a strong exercise. And we're going to do push me, pull yous, pushing, using your breath to power you. Don't do it fast, but feeling into the stability of the navel point. Holding like a plumb line back down to the earth. I sometimes imagine there's like really big heavy branches on a tree. I'm just bewildered by how a trunk can hold onto tons of branch, often at right angles. And this is what we're doing. We're holding our branches through the trunk of our tree. Use your breath to coordinate, keeping your shoulders soft on the ground. Notice what tenses in sympathy, but release it. It's just the lower back, the navel point. Observe yourself. As we go on with the exercise, we have the chance to observe what's happening in our bodies. You feel shaking, just notice it. Not putting strain on your lower back, so you're feeling supported. Feel it in the legs, in the tummy. Pointing the toes, you go forward in this piston motion. Last few seconds. Bringing your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Lift up your head. Curling up into a ball. And then releasing down to the ground. Allow your whole spine to align with the earth. Now we're going to go, still working on the third chakra before we go to the heart center. We're going to do stretch pose, which is quite challenging. So it's 6 inches above the ground. I'll give you some modifications. Pointed toes, chin up into the chest, hands, that's the official one. And we do this with a breath of fire, so it's pumping the navel point through the nose as if you're sneezing out. Now, if that's too much, do it with just one foot up, or you can do it with 2 feet up with your hands under your bum. So it's a short breath out, just let the breath come. We're activating the navel point. We're only going to do it for 30 seconds. Looking to your toes. You might need to support your head. Do whatever you need to support yourself, holding yourself firm at the navel. Nearly there. Take a breath in, hold the breath and pull what we call the root lock, drawing the energy up the spine, shaking and release down. Let yourself melt into the earth. Let that earth hold you. And stay lying. Allowing your heart rate to drop. Now rolling over onto your stomach. I'm just going to do a little bit of strengthening of the upper torso, and we'll move into a cobra to start. So either a half cobra with your elbows on the ground or a full cobra. But don't overstrain yourself with your shoulders down, toes together behind. And from this position we're going to slowly come up onto our knees and then up into triangle or downward dog. And then repeating down to the knees and either into full cobra or half. And then up again into triangle. And that down to cobra. And last one, we're going to come up and we're going to go into a plank. So keeping your bum dropped, your hands on the ground, very good strengthening for the arms, the shoulders. And in this position, see if you can do a breath of fire. Pushing down into the earth, feeling the weight of our body is being supported through the spine. Dropping your knees down, coming out back up into triangle and holding it there, releasing your heels to the floor, the heels of your hands pushing forward as your heels of your feet push back. Dropping your head and feeling the stretch. Now coming back down into sitting, as we have worked our lower body, the navel point, our stability, calmed our nervous system through our breath. notice we're more ready to go to the heart that does not need to judge, does not need to compete, the all-knowingness of the heart. Long deep breaths. Allowing the thoughts to drop down now to the heart center. Going to put our hands out as if you're greeting someone at sort of 60 degrees, your fingers spread out. Tense your fingers. Long deep breaths. Dropping the shoulders, opening the heart through the hands, through this mudra and this asana of holding ourselves, waiting to embrace. I take a deep breath in. Tense the fingers really hard. Hold the breath, tense the whole body. Bring your hands into claws and pull like you're pulling a 10-ton weight to your heart. And when you reach to the heart, push out through the mouth. And again, opening the hands to receive. Long deep breath. Dropping the shoulders, tensing the hands. Feeling the tension. Take a deep breath in. Tighten the hands. Holding the breath. Tense the whole body. The hardest distance is from the head to the heart. We're feeling it. We're sensing into this. It's hard to access this heart center. And blow out. And once more. We want to embrace with our heart. Then our head gets in the way. Pain gets in the way if we feel our fingers tensing, because we've got to guard our hearts, not knowing that they're stronger than we think. Tense, tense, hold your breath in, tense even more, pulling, pulling, to a fist, and pull this weight, the weight of our pain, our hurt, our heads, our thoughts, and blow out. And release. These are not easy journeys. From the thinking mind, dropping into the heart center. Sensing into the difference between tension and release. One last exercise. We're going to just hold our hands this time up, and we're going to just for a minute do a breath of fire. So we're pumping our bellies, reaching up through the triangle of our hands, down, rooted into the earth, and reaching up now for the heavens. Using the belly, firing up now the belly to move to the heart center. With your fingers straight up. It's like a panting breath. Last 15 seconds. Take a breath in. Reach the hands up above your heads, clasping your thumbs together. Stretch, hold the breath. And release down through the center of the Sushumna channel, with our hands now just about a few inches apart at the heart center. Looking down through that like you're looking into a golden globe. Feeling the energy of the heart supported by everything else in the universe to access love, compassion, clarity. Feeling the energy between your hands, connecting to the heart. Long, deep breaths. Your eyes are like 9/10 closed, looking down through the tip of the nose, through the gap in your hands. Nothing to do, but just to radiate the strength of the tree, the love, the safety, and the compassion. Now bringing your hands into prayer, feeling that loving energy nestling into your heart. And if you're able, bow down in this position to the heart, the strongest organ of all. Where there's love, there's light, there's compassion. Coming up, and for the last 5 minutes we're going to use the mantra Ramadasa Sasi Sohang. And today we're focusing for the first part on bringing that love, that heart energy to ourselves. So holding your hands over your heart, listening or singing along with the mantra. Because our needs matter, and unless we can feel safe and secure in the heart, we will run off to escape. And then with the last couple of minutes we will send it out to the world. either stay with this healing energy on your heart, put your hands out to the world. Bringing our hands now into prayer mudra, being mindful of the power of love through our hands. We close with 3 Satnams, for this is our identity, the truth of who we are. Let's breathe in to begin. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam.